Hey everybody, it's Lucas and Swaggerbond here, and I'm back with some more Tomb Raider 3, The Adventures of Lara Croft for the PlayStation 1, where today I'm attempting to do the third level in the London section known as Lud'S Gate. A very tricky level indeed. Now, in Aldwych, we were chased and terrorised by a gang called the Damned. However, in the last video we met their leader, who promised Lara that if she could get her hands on some embalming fluid for them from the Natural History Museum, they would indeed show her a passageway to Miss Sophia Lee's cosmetic company. So we're best buddies now, we're all friends, so I'm going to try and do that for them. It's not compulsory that you do it, you can double cross them and not bother, but at the end of the day, I think it's a bit of a harder route if you do it that way. So it's nice to have the choice though. So I'm going to just quickly do this. Nasty spiked ceiling trap here I can never avoid too much. I always kind of end up getting nicked by it. I'm going to hit the trap door, but we're not going to go up the trap door yet. We're going to go this way. We're going to go get secret number 1. Now the way to do this, I don't know what the intended strat is, but I always like to jump forward and just press X and just float down, and you take a little bit of damage from the barbed wire but not much, and then just walk through it and get to the end like so. Jump up and then shimmy or slide Lara so she's able to climb down, and you hear the familiar sound. And if you go a little bit further, check it out, there is a med pack and some flares, so that's cool. So what I need to do now is take a step back, or several steps back I should say, and try and line Lara up so she'll reach this ledge. And there we go. So yeah, a bit of a sketchy kind of jump coming up. I hate this jump so much. I can never remember what I'm supposed to do because I'm at an angle here, and you have to kind of do some sort of weird jump and grab. But I swear to God, the camera always puts her out of position. I can never do this. I try, but she just never makes it. There we are, she's made it that time. See, the worrying thing was, like, normally she'll bang her head on the corner, but in most situations, but here she kind of doesn't. So it's almost like they let you do it. They'll let you make that jump, but you gotta take that risk, you know what I mean, like, and put her in that position. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to climb up above this trapdoor, because there is a secret that we can get. Well, it's not technically a secret. We saw at the beginning that there were 2 doors that we could go into, and the middle one will lead you here anyway, and it's a bit of a safer route to this grating that we've got to climb up. So I would recommend that for first time. It's trying to get that first secret is annoying. I can understand why a lot of players would avoid it, because it's like it's risky, you end up taking damage. I mean, the rewards far outweigh the risks. I mean, you could end up with 2 large med packs as I have, so there is always that. But yeah, if you're kind of just new to this, then I would definitely avoid it. I think it's a bit ridiculous, but you know, even though I'm kind of having a bit of an easier time with this game recently, I will say that some things are just overkill in this level, and I have to be so careful because trying to get the embalming fluid is kind of a nightmare in itself. Once you get the jumps, it's not so bad, and once you know what you've got to do. But the problem is, it's like I always kind of forget that I need to be careful, and I always end up either killing Lara, embarrassing myself, or taking a truckload of damage that I don't want to take. So I need to head to the end of this little alcove here, this little ventilation thing, I guess. Because there's some shotgun shells right at the end, and then I need to crawl all the way back to open the door to the Egyptian exhibition. So I'll get those, and I could go that way, but there's a security guard outside the door, and I wouldn't be able to get in anyway, so it's like it's a bit pointless. Just trying to turn her back this way and make our way to the end. So yeah, I've been trying to film this now for hours and hours, and I keep getting a little bit further each time. So I'm trying to get like a run where I can just go a little bit beyond getting the embalming fluid and just get to the next section of the game if I can. or the next section of the level, I should say. I don't want to go too far forward because I've missed a secret. Hang on a minute. There it is. Picked up a small med pack there. I'll show you guys. So we're doing well for med packs. Right, I'm just going to use my Uzis. I've had enough of these security guards. I'm going to blow them away. There you go. There we go. Nice. I wouldn't normally use my Uzis, but I'm just so fed up. You know, because I've been trying to film this over and over, so it's just letting out a bit of frustration. I normally use my shotgun, but I end up taking a bit of damage anyway. So I probably actually took less damage there than had I used the shotgun, so that's not too bad. So we need to push this block into place, as you can see. This opens the exhibition. So let's do it. Let's try and get this done. As I said, too many things just keep going wrong. So I'm going to hope for a smooth run here. So case in point, I just banged my head there. It's like the game just does not want me to succeed. No matter what I do, it's like I just can't seem to get going on this level. A small med pack there though, so that will soothe the wounds somewhat. And we're going to just do a running jump and grab now, because we're going to get our hands on a save crystal. Let's go and do that now. If I can just turn her around. Okay, good. And we're going to just pop up here and grab the save crystal. Lovely. Then get down. Right. Okay, let's just get back up now. So yeah, I keep overshooting it as well. It's so awkward. The problem is, like, you have to be careful not to bang Lara's head when you're high up, because you'll end up breaking her neck. And that can be really annoying. And, you know, if you're trying to go for a decent run, then it will kill your run and cause frustration. So, you know, the only reason I'm carrying on with this is because I don't want to let the game beat me. I'm convinced I can kind of at least get this first part or parts done, depending on how far I can get. I might even be able to get 2 videos out of this, which would be nice. And I can save it in a really difficult position, and I can just carry on from there. So that's going to be the plan. As I said, I want as many save crystals and stuff and towards the end as I can, because the battle with the boss is not ideal. So now I've done that, what we can do is, I think that block's disappeared now, as you can see. I don't think we can get it from down there either. So basically the room geometry has kind of changed, possibly. Or I don't know what the correct term is. Or the geography, I suppose, has changed. So I think either the block's disappeared or... well, that's gone higher up or something. But anyway, we need to pull this switch nonetheless, and this will open the door up above. So it's crucial that we pull this switch, because there's nothing more frustrating than coming back from here without realising you've got to pull that switch, getting all the way to the top, and then having to go all the way back down because you missed it. That's happened to me a number of times on here. So we need to get this door closed so we can climb the ladder. So I've got to be careful at this part, because it does all keep going wrong about here. I end up, like I said, banging her head on the ceiling or mistiming the jump. So I like to do a floaty jump there by pressing X. Right, so that's caused the ladder to appear. So I should be able to just jump across with no problems now. I'm going to just take a step back and just hop there. Right. Now, I'm going to try and get this right, because it does go wrong sometimes. I should just make this corner and then roll. Lovely. Beautiful. That's what I was trying to achieve. Okay, so now we're going to climb to the top of the structure, and we're going to try and get our hands on the embalming fluid, which is a little further on, and then we're going to Try and get into the museum, explore a little bit further, and try and get back towards the gang's lair if we can. So that's going to be the plan. Alright, so now this jump is well dodgy. It's very easy to screw up. You might think you've got to do a running jump here, but you don't. Do not take this jump for granted or screw up, because you will fall down. You need to do a jump and grab here, because if you try and do a running jump, you might hit your head and you'll break your neck basically, and that's not what we want to do. And then to jump and immediately press X to float through this little gap, and then we can go this way, because there's 2 items we can pick up here. There's some more shotgun shells, and there is more flares. So with that, check it out, it's a cool thing. We can climb on the ceiling. There's no point to this, but the developers allowed you to like climb on for a little bit, I suppose, to stop you falling down. Now there's a slope here. Now you guys remember that in previous Tomb Raider 3 levels they put a slope there that you don't have to use? Well, when I first came to this, I thought, oh, it's a trick. I could just do a run and jump and grab over the slope, but you can't. Unfortunately, guys, we have to use the slope. It's very easy to use. You know, slide down for like a second and then jump. Now we're going to go get the embalming fluid. Now, many failed attempts from me have came from just getting too hasty with this. So there's a breakaway tile down there. You want to slide down to the tile, wait, and then jump, grab, and you will get the embalming fluid. So if you don't make it up here, you'll fall down into, I think, another section that will come to anyway, but yeah, it's not fun. So I believe this section is much better. So now that we're here, we have to do a little bit more platforming here. I think we got another security guard to take out, or 2 more. I don't know where he is, but there we are. We got him. I don't think he's carrying anything though. So let's light a flare. So I don't know whether this, I think this might be entirely optional, I don't know. But well, I'm going to do it anyway. I always end up getting seen by the security guard no matter what I do. So it's dodgy. But yeah, we're going to try and get that save crystal at the end, and then... Okay, that's not right. Okay, I'm going to die otherwise. I've got to use a small med pack, that's fine. Yeah, I don't care, he's dead. Bloody hell. Very annoying. Right, so we've got him. Get the rocket. Right, this is where the doo-doo really hits the fan, because I've got to be so precise here and so careful. So I need to get a save crystal, then I need to drop down. It's going to be alright though, I've got a good feeling. So with here, you need to be careful because there are gaps in the ceiling. If you go onto the gaps, you will fall down and die. Potentially. You might get lucky and slide down the huge, I think it's like a huge pyramid or sphinx or something they've got here, which is amazing. But yeah, I always like to kind of be careful. And we're going to go down this way. There we are. Beautiful. Get the save crystal. Right, so now I'm going to try and jump all the way back. Again, I'm just going to be careful here. I'm not really going to just mess around. Right, I need to kind of get her onto a block, and then I just need to sort of turn around. Like so. So about here, and I should drop down. I should be able to slide down and grab the edge. And I'm going to use another small med pack here to drop down. There we are. I mean, I probably missed a ton of pickups, but you know what? That's cool. Just the way that it is. Just the way that it goes, guys, in the world of Tomb Raider. So I'll get my guns out again. In fact, I'm going to go big. Go with the old shotty now. Right, I need to go around the room until I can see, like, stairs. Because I think there's, like, 2 guards. That's bullshit. Like, where the frig did he come from? And, like, how come he took more shots to kill? Oh, I don't know. There's like 2 of them anyway. It's stupid. Right. I'm trying to find the area with the stairs. This is it. There we are. Yeah, so he's got the med kit on him. I don't think his mate had anything on him anyway. So, having done that, I'm going to try and figure this out. Oh, hello. Shotty shells, we'll take them. Right, so we're going to go back to the Dan's lair now anyway, so let's do that. So we have to do a little bit of block pulling and pushing. We're pretty much safe now anyway, so I can hopefully concentrate on what I'm doing without being disturbed by the guards. So is this the right way? Yeah, this is it. So the idea is, let me have a look. I need to climb up here. And I need to pull this block like this, and this acts as a ladder which allows me to climb all the way back up, which is very clever, I have to say. But yeah, this bit really confused me as a kid. I wasn't sure how to do this, but it's quite simple in retrospect. We just need to climb up like so and then maneuver her up. So we have to do this twice. Climb up here again. Because we have to manipulate, can't get the words out, manipulate some blocks in another area in order to access the hideout. Nice top-down view there, very Metal Gear Solid. So we move this way, so yeah, there's nothing up here, I don't think. So we drop down here and check it out. We'll come to the area behind one of the blocks. Alright. Can I push this right? I need to pull this out. I think as far as it'll go. So I need to push this one forward, and then pull that one back. I think. Right, so that won't go any further. So I'm going to pull this back as far as it'll go. Just to make sure that I can actually get into the gang's lair that way. So there we go. So we're just going to shimmy now to the right, and we're going to climb up here. So it's all good so far. Rightio, that's good. Now, where do we go? You have to do this again. So yeah, lots of to and froing really. Okay. Now we should be back in the layer now. Check it out. I love it. Oh, great. Nice little diversion there, so as I said, it's great. I actually think it's quite clever, so we're going to go up here. This boardwalk here. Hey mate, how you doing? I've got your fluid for you. And we're going to go this way. Now, what you need to do is place it over here on this altar. And this opens up the passageway to the next part of the level. Beautiful. And then we can just go over here. Drop down into the hole. There we go. Okay, beautiful. And there's a UPV there which we can kind of take advantage of. If Lara will get on it. See what we can do. I think it's optional, but you kind of want to... I would probably recommend taking it. Lara's not grabbing onto it though for whatever reason. Right, she does this sometimes. Ah, now she's using it. Right. I'm going to go this way. Just very quickly manoeuvre our way this way. Okay. It's even got a little torch as well, so it helps us. There we go. Allow us to go up here like so. Beautiful. And it's easy to get off as well, so all you got to do is stop. Trying to get off it. Okay. She can get off it, trust me. She's just choosing not to now. Right, there we go. It's very awkward. Like it's easier than getting off the kayak, but bloody hell. She does not make a fuss. So the problem is though, like, we come to this area and it's like, what am I supposed to do here? So it's like I come to an area where I can't use it because it's like ridiculous. So I think I'm going to save it here.